I'm a dietitian who hates cooking, so today I'm going to be showing you three of my actual go-to meals, one in a crock pot, one on a sheet pan, and one that is my go-to quick 2-minute lunch that I love to throw together. So these are all high protein, under 30 minutes of actual effort, and all family approved. So hey there, if you're new here, I'm Brooke. I'm a registered dietitian, a lactation counselor, and a busy mom of three, and I help moms simplify nutrition so they can feel strong, energized, and healthy without spending hours cooking or living in the kitchen. So on this channel, we talk about nutrition, metabolism, and realistic habits that actually work for busy moms like you. So if you like simple nutrition tips like this, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell. So I'm going to show you these three meals that I actually make on rotation at my house. But first, I want to give you my simple formula for every meal that I make as a dietitian, because once you know it, you don't need endless recipes. You don't need to scroll Pinterest every day for hours on end. So every meal that I make has four things consistently. Protein, which is a non-negotiable, and I already threw my beef stew in here. It keeps you full, supports your metabolism, helps your body actually change body composition. We also have fiber. These come from vegetables, legumes, whole grains. I just put in a bag of frozen sliced carrots, and then I'm going to go ahead and start cutting my baby potatoes in half and some celery in half. But fiber keeps your blood sugar stable so that you're not back in the pantry an hour later. And then healthy fats, things like olive oil and avocado oil, cheese, these are going to support your hormones and satiety. So I did add a little of the oil as well. And then we want to have some flavor without a ton of effort. So I love to just have a good seasoning blend, something that you can throw together, whether it's a sauce, a dressing, and this just makes simple food taste like you tried. And that's the whole point. That's the whole formula. So everything I'm making today hits all four, and I'm gonna be cooking while I chat. So let's dive in. Okay. So I already put the beef in here. I just dumped that in with some olive oil and then a bag of frozen sliced carrots. And then I also have these baby potatoes I just rinsed. I'm just gonna cut these in half, and then I have some celery that I just rinsed, and I'm just gonna chop it into some smaller pieces. So I'm adding 1.5 pounds of stew beef, and then beef is really incredible for protein, iron, zinc, and these are really important, especially if you are a woman and you are on your cycle, or if you are breastfeeding or pregnant, or you've given birth in the last few months, then this is going to do a lot of nutritional work for you. And then, like I said, I'm just chopping these baby potatoes just in half, and then I did the frozen sliced carrots because anytime you can do frozen vegetables that are already pre-cut, it saves you time, and frozen is just as good as fresh. And then you want to add a little flavor in. So I'm going to add some Worcestershire sauce. I can never say that right, but you know, the stuff that you put in a good Bloody Mary. And then I'm also going to add some garlic powder and some salt and pepper. So 1 teaspoon of thyme, and then 1 teaspoon of the garlic powder, and then 1 tablespoon of the Worcestershire sauce. And then you're just going to throw it all in the crock pot, and it is going to be ready by dinner time. So it will make, depends on, you know, how big your kids are. If you have teenage boys, they're probably going to eat more than little kids. But in general, this will feed a family of 5 or 6 a few times. So the serving size does kind of range. And again, you can always add more meat or more veggies, kind of depending on what your kids like. And then the last step, of course, is the beef broth. So 2 cups of this. If you're adding extra veggies though, you can add more of beef broth. All right, so salt. And we're adding the pepper, and then the thyme, and then the garlic powder, which I love garlic powder, so I usually overdo it a little bit there. And then the beef broth. I'm going to dump a little bit more than 2 cups in because I added a little bit more veggies because I just needed to use up what was in the fridge so that it wouldn't go bad. If you want the celery chopped smaller, you can do that. This is my favorite utensil for chopping veggies, which I will use it here in a few minutes. So you can cook this on low for about 7 hours or so, or you can cook it on high for 4 to 5, although every crock pot is different. So sometimes crock pots actually cook a little bit warmer. So just Make sure that you're checking the meat after several hours to see if you need to move it from high to low or vice versa. I usually start mine on high and then this crock pot gets really hot. So I usually have to move it to low, but it will be ready by dinner time. I want to share something that has completely changed my health as a busy mom of 3 kids, including one with special needs. For years, I was surviving off coffee, fast food, and whatever I could grab between appointments and therapies for my son. And I was exhausted. I had late night cravings. I felt depleted and drained, and I felt like I had completely lost my identity in motherhood. So as a registered dietitian, I focused on 3 simple things that helped me get healthier, stronger, and more fit, even as a busy mom. So now I'm 25 pounds under my pre-kid weight. My labs are great. I have energy and I feel strong. So if you're feeling exhausted, find yourself stress eating at night, or struggling with your mood or weight, making your health a priority when you're already so busy taking care of everybody else, my free class will walk you through exactly what's going on in your body and what to do next. You can go ahead and grab your free spot using the link below. All right, so the next meal is a sheet pan meal. I already preheated my oven to 400 and I love this meal. This is legitimately like one of my favorite meals because it's so easy. There is like no effort involved here. As you can see, you're just kind of throwing everything on a sheet pan, and to save time and effort, and again, it's very affordable to buy the frozen pre-chopped vegetables. I just have a bag of sweet potatoes. I'm not going to use this whole bag, but I'll use about half for pepper and onion, avocado oil, and then I have some seasoning. So I'll just do salt, pepper, Italian smoked paprika, and then chicken sausage. So it's up to you. You can either pre-chop this chicken sausage before you throw it on the pan. Honestly, for me, I just like to throw it on the pan as is. And then I just chop it once it's fully cooked. And then I'll just grab a whole sausage and throw it on my plate. So it's totally up to you. But again, I like to save time here. And chicken sausage is one of those meats that my kids all love. They all love to eat chicken sausage. And these also make really great lunches. And you can pair it with another protein source. You really want a nice high protein lunch, but you can just microwave these for a minute. So I love chicken sausage. It is lower in saturated fat than pork. We still eat pork in our house too. It's just nice to mix it up, and it's already fully cooked. So you're just really eating it through and then getting that caramelized edge. And like I said, all of my kids eat it, which is a negotiable in this house. I have 3 small kids and I have one with Down syndrome and autism. So I definitely understand what it's like to have, kind of picky eaters. So today I'm actually using sweet potatoes over regular potatoes. One, because we used regular potatoes in the beef, but my kids love sweet potatoes and they have more fiber, they have more vitamin A, more potassium than regular potatoes. And they're also higher in antioxidants, which matters a lot, especially if you've had kids in the last few years, if you're depleted, and if you're going through menopause, your body is just likely going through some shifts, and so many moms are depleted. So like I said, I just dumped in the frozen sweet potatoes and pepper and onions, and then I'm going to season it here. I added just a little avocado oil. You can measure out the seasonings if you want, honestly, so often I just kind of dump in whatever I want. So Italian seasoning, about 1.5 teaspoons, but I added a little bit more garlic powder, a teaspoon. I love garlic powder, so I'm adding more. And I did add more veggies. And then smoked paprika, about 1/2 teaspoon, which I'll measure this one out. And then it's just gonna give the sausage and sweet potatoes a little caramelized type of color. So you're gonna mix this together in a bowl. I already have the sausages on the pan. And then once it's mixed, you're just gonna dump it in and you are going to throw it in the oven. So just as a heads up, the frozen vegetables do release more moisture than fresh. So if it does seem too crowded, and then you want to make sure you spread out the veggies, because if it's too crowded, you're not necessarily going to get that caramelization. So this goes in the oven for 400 for about 30 to 35 minutes, but prep time, as you can see, the prep time itself was about 5 minutes, especially if you can get frozen pre-chopped. And then, like I said, it's minimal dishes. So you're washing this, a spoon, and then a sheet pan. So this is great for minimal cleanup. And I'm going to toss this in the oven because the oven is already preheated. Before we keep going, I want to share something that I get asked about all the time, and that's about supplements. So as a registered dietitian and busy mom of 3, I've tested so many vitamins over the years, and I put my favorites into my own supplement store so that it's nice and organized for you. They're organized into simple plans like postpartum, breastfeeding, menopause, daily essentials, gut health, stress, and sleep. And these are the same supplements that I personally take and I recommend to my clients. So go ahead and click in the show notes to see them all. It takes 30 seconds to create a free account. You can also sign up for the subscribe and save for an extra discount and automatic shipping, so you don't have to forget to reorder when you run out, which honestly just makes mom life so much easier. Okay, and then the last meal I'm making is my favorite go-to lunch. So I just grabbed some cottage cheese. This is a great brand, Daisy. I also love the Good Culture brand because they have minimal ingredients. Some of the cottage cheeses out there add a ton of different additives. So just look for minimal ingredients. This is literally just skim milk, cream, and salt. So that is what you want to look for. And again, I go for this meal often because I just need something quick and easy for lunch. So I'm chopping up an orange bell pepper right now. So this is technically the hardest part, is chopping up a pepper, which, as we all know, chopping up a pepper is like the easiest vegetable that we could possibly chop up. And then I have this little veggie chopper here that I love. So just put a little piece in here and then a little loud. Maybe don't do this one when the kids are napping. And then now I have my pepper fully chopped. So I'm just gonna add some bell pepper to this. I'm gonna add some cherry tomatoes. You can chop these or you can just drop these in whole. I usually just drop them in whole. And then olives. I love olives. You can just add a few olives on top if you would like. Now, the great thing about cottage cheese is it's high protein. So if you have a full cup of cottage cheese, you're getting about 25 grams of protein in. And then I love to add a little tzatziki to give it that Mediterranean. And then you can either add a little hummus to the actual bowl or you can just do hummus on the side. I'm just gonna do a side of hummus with one of these mini chopped cucumbers. And then I'm also gonna do some crackers. I like to have a little crunch. So I have celiac disease, so I have to eat gluten-free crackers, and my son also has celiac. So this is like my favorite go-to cracker right now. It is the almond flour crackers. And then I just have some pumpkin seeds that I'm going to top on top. So as you can see, this Mediterranean bowl is pretty simple. You can add some salt and pepper on top if you want a little bit of extra flavor, or just pepper. So I guess cottage cheese is already a little salty. And so as you can see, it's actually really pretty. And then you can either chop up the cucumbers and put them on top, or like I said, I'm gonna have the cucumbers and hummus just as a side dish with the crackers. And so that's actually a really filling lunch and it tastes good. And as you can see, the prep time, the hardest part was literally chopping up this. And what I typically do is whenever I get a pepper and onion from the grocery store, I usually just chop it all at once and then I store them in a little container in the fridge. That way I always have peppers and onions chopped and ready to go. So this meal tastes so good. It is like something that you would order at a Greek or Mediterranean restaurant, and it took a few minutes. So that is like I have nothing planned for lunch. Let me just make a cottage cheese bowl and kind of throw whatever I have on hand. And I usually have all of these ingredients on hand already. So here's the thing I want to talk about for a second, because I know what you might be thinking. This looks simple, like you just made 3 meals in definitely under 30 minutes. And I don't know if I can actually do it. Like, I struggle to be consistent. I've tried meal planning or prepping before, and I totally understand. It is so hard for moms. I know for me, I don't have 2 hours on a Sunday, especially when my kids are home, to prep. So it is so much easier for me to plan out a Crockpot meal, make it in the morning. That way when they're home, dinner's done. The sheet pan ones, I can easily do those even when the kids are around because it only takes a few minutes. Like I said, this cottage cheese bowl is something that is like go-to lunch. And I get it. Like, your day looks like school drop-offs and packing kids' lunches and running to appointments and managing everybody's schedules and doing all of the mental and visible load that we do as moms. And when we are making hundreds of tiny decisions before 5 p.m. rolls around, dinner starts to feel like something you dread. I know for me, even as a dietitian, I've always felt embarrassed, like, oh, dinner's rolling around. Oh, I'm so annoyed. I don't want to cook. And I still have to figure out what I'm going to feed my family. And are they going to, complain about what I'm making? and I don't have time to scroll Pinterest for hours. I don't have time to walk around Whole Foods and like try to find these perfect ingredients. So that is literally why I recommend the grocery delivery, grocery pickup. We don't have all this extra time. We don't have an hour to even spend cooking. We don't have time to research what meals are actually like macro balanced and high protein and going to help you reach your health goals. And that's not laziness. It's just what this season of life looks like when you have kids. And again, there are only so many decisions that our brains can make in a day. And that is literally why I created Busy Mom Meals, because when it's 5 p.m., your kids are starting to melt down and you need something super quick that you can throw together, that you can prep with minimal ingredients, or if you need a last minute meal generator that I've created that you can literally just type in a few ingredients that you have on hand and it will tell you, here are 8 recipes to choose from that are all simple that you could get on the table quickly, then that is for you. So every week I send you high protein meals just like these, planned out by a dietitian, so that you know that they are going to be healthy and balanced for you, for your kids. And it's going to just reduce that decision fatigue so that you have a plan. You don't have to spend hours on Pinterest scrolling. You don't have to try to save all these random recipes on Instagram. You actually have a plan and you can click on the recipe, click share to cart, and the ingredients will go into your grocery app, and then you can get the delivery right to your door. That is how I do it. It just saves you so much time. And these are the meals that I've been eating that have helped me get 25 pounds under my pre-kid weight. So I'm still breastfeeding. I'm 60 pounds under what I was when I gave birth almost 2 years ago. And I'm not going hungry. I'm not feeling deprived. So it is possible to reach your health goals, even if you're a busy mom, even if you have so much on your plate. So if this video helped you, make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss future episodes and future series like this. You can also connect with me and say hi over on Instagram at Nutrition for Mamas. And remember, you deserve to feel good again.